The FBI says it has dealt with more than 2,300 reported anthrax incidents this month alone. Almost all were false alarms or hoaxes. On that score, federal charges were filed today in a number of hoax cases. One man arrested in Connecticut could face 5 years in prison if acquitted. Actual anthrax cases so far are few. But as CBS's Lee Cowan reports, people are reacting to the fear factor and the reality of better safe than sorry.
All across the country today, it was precaution in the face of peril. From CNN's headquarters in Atlanta to the offices of the Washington Post to the mailroom at CBS in New York, newsrooms looked like crime scenes, even though the official line from authorities was,
and the risk is a very minuscule one.
The new wave of anxiety started after the 7-month-old son of an ABC News producer became the latest and youngest victim infected. Although the baby is being treated and doing well, the incident sent home an unsettling point. Anthrax doesn't discriminate by age. In Florida, it wasn't the young, but the old. 73-year-old Ernesto Blanco, who had been exposed to anthrax in the offices of the Sun tabloid, was back in intensive care tonight, hospitalized with what doctors call a probable case of anthrax poisoning. His co-workers, already jittery after one employee died of anthrax this month, will be tested for a second time tomorrow, just in case.
We open up a letter and...
Around the country, fears were so intense that in California, state employees were ordered to take a highway patrol training course on what to do with mail.
Oh my God!
And what not to do. The U.S. Postal Service announced the formation of a special hazardous materials task force, but that wasn't enough for some.
We get thousands of resumes a week.
Employees at this job placement firm aren't taking any chances. Rubber gloves and face masks are now just part of the job.
It was a hell of a lot smarter for us to do something to calm this down than exacerbate it.
Which is exactly the dilemma facing public health officials tonight. How to warn the public without scaring the public. It's a fine line the nation is learning to walk. Dan.
Lee Cowan live here in New York City. No incidents of anthrax contamination are confirmed outside the United States, but there have been hundreds of scares and hoaxes. Suspect envelopes prompted French authorities to evacuate and check 3 buildings in Paris. 13 workers at the London Stock Exchange were taken for tests because of a suspect package. And a hoax at the American Chamber of Commerce in Melbourne was one of dozens across Australia. Later here on CBS Eye on America, we'll give you a look at anthrax testing and how reliable or not the results may be. And you can find answers to many of your anthrax questions on our CBS News website at cbs.com.